Ladies and gentlemen, this stream is now in session. Obi-Wan 362, oh, get reach it. There we go. Gamer at Law presiding. And welcome to the courtroom. Crimson, Panic, and Gunmaster, how are you doing? How are you doing? That was good. How are you doing this evening? Yeah, the notification's new, Crimson. I just finally got around to typing them up the other day. If you think I missed anything, let me know.
For real?
Oop! Vex! Thank you for the 5 months in a row. No spoilers, 0.2 and 5. I thought so. I thought that was appropriate.
Looking cool, Joker.
Gunmaster, thank you for the host. Happy Boxing Day, everybody. Happy Boxing Day. We should have played something a bit more appropriate, I suppose, but this is what we play. This is what we play on Wednesdays. So, Gunmaster just finished up Life is Strange Before the Storm. It's good, isn't it? I wish it had a little bit more, of a direct lead-in in it. But other than that. Okay, well, Night Vex, thank you for stopping by. Always appreciate it. Gosh, next community game. I don't know anything about that. We've been playing Grand Kingdom for the better part of this last year. So like, sure, we still have we do still have XCOM. But the problem with XCOM simply was the fact like XCOM only works when we have enough people. And we don't have enough people because like we need like multiple teams worth of people. So it just didn't work as well. That's the problem with Grand Kingdom. Grand Kingdom just works phenomenally for this purpose, especially right now while we have a small audience, a small devoted group of regulars. It's kind of perfect for that. But let's get it to it. We've got. Let's see here. We've got... Let's get Panic up front. Panic up front. We'll try to move Gunmaster to the back. Oof. This isn't the best of combinations, but we'll work with it. We can live together like a wacky reality TV. I mean, you're not wrong. But I'm still scared. And Cyrus to throw off all the nonsense. Panic's still, yeah, Panic's still using the beginner hammer. That's not okay. Let's update that. Chem jar. Composite bow. Composite arrow. Ooh, Book of Rumors. Sure we got that, but that's fancy. Yeah. Yeah, Cyrus is level 36. He hasn't... Because Cyrus doesn't stick, or Vex, as the case may be, doesn't stick around very long for these streams, so he's not really around long enough to rank up his character. So, yeah. Actually, I should probably... No, I've said that. Those people who don't own the game download the basic character creator and upload the character to the Sims thing. Ugh, I think I put too much whiskey in my Coke. Whatever. See, dang it, I was hoping we had a... If we had a magic tome... Yeah, because Vex currently has an... Oh, at some point I'm just gonna re-roll his character. Now that I've actually seen how bad his numbers are. Letters, stats. Potatoes, whatever. That's right, Panic. Coke and whiskey. Technically bourbon. I think. For sure, grab the bourbon. Yeah. Gosh, when are alcohol companies gonna get on it and start doing sponsorships for Twitch streamers? Obviously, I don't qualify, but come on, guys, get on this. Coca bourbon is a great mixed drink, but I put too much bourbon in my Coke. Anyway. Oh, no, wait, hold on. I want to see what... I want to see who was for sale first. Let's see if there's any worthwhile recruits. That's not a very good shaman. It's a pretty solid blacksmith. 5 Cs. Ian Tech isn't great, but... Or the Ian Vitality, but... It's really not that bad. If I ever get I'll remember that, Panic. I'll be sure to say, hey. You know, that's true, Crimson. You need to get a local, cause like there's a local brewery around here. It's not my favorite, but it's pretty good. It's, oh my gosh. I shouldn't say this now, but I'm gonna say it now anyway. Because this will be bad if I ever want to try and actually get them to sponsor me if I ever get big enough to be worth it. But they make a bourbon that I wouldn't want to drink on its own all that much, but is like the absolute best bourbon I've ever had for mixing with soda. It's the best mixing bourbon I've ever had in my life. And it better be, because it's expensive, but it's good. How was Christmas? Christmas was good. We were down at Bubbles, with Bubbles' parents this year. So on Friday or Saturday, she's still down there. I'm here. I'm gonna be leaving on either Friday or Saturday to go down, and we'll both go to my parents and spend New Year's with them. So, yeah, that's fun. Woo! F in magic, but a B in vitality. That is one. That's impressive. A bobblehead she thought looked like you. That's cute. Who's the character? Or who was the person that the bobblehead was supposed to be of? A magic noble. And tech blacksmith. Meh. Alright, let's dive on into it then. Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora Pop, that's fun. Some generic Day of the Dead skeleton child. That's fun. Glad you look like a skeleton child. It's okay, Beige. Didn't have to tell me why you couldn't join. What the heck? There was chocolate on the side of my hand, and I don't know why it was there. Some really comfy Deadpool PJs. That's fun. Yeah, 1 month till I know Conmaster, I know. Bubbles' parents got me a set of Star Wars pajama pants, and they actually match the sheets that Bubbles and I bought for the bed. So, unbeknownst to them. So that is hilarious. Because now I'm like, all I need to do is get a shirt that matches the bed, and now I can just like pull some insane stealthiness. There we go. Not quite 1 month. 1 month-ish. We're talking about a few days at this point. I'm sure this fight will not go terrible at all.
Get that item before the end.
What could go wrong? I'm still waiting for them to be like, okay, so like I know we said the game was ready. We've already shipped copies of the game. But delay. So I'm waiting on for that. Annoyed because I thought we'd be able to move onto that island, but that's fine. Be okay if you... I mean, you can do that, Panic. I don't know how I feel about it, considering I'm the one that got you on this pyramid scheme, and so I should be the one getting all the referrals. But no, you can do it. That's fine. Playing on your own. Just get your initial part alt level 99, then power level Paladin. Overspin up. Huh. No, wait. Flame Boy, welcome to the court. How are you doing? Conmaster, that might be my fault. Because we were having so much better luck, and after I realized that the issue previously had a lot to do with where my connection was coming from, I swapped it back to low latency streaming, so we didn't have as much delay between my speaking and your hearing. Which there was some risk of extra buffering from that, but ouch, Flameboy, jeez. I was about to be like, how did it go? And then you're like, I'm bleeding. Huh. Ow. Oh, I missed. Let's see, and then we... Dang it. Ah, dang it. You might get a cool scar. Have you figured out what you're going to make your cover story for how you got that scar? Do you want to build a snowman? I mean, we don't have any snow up here. Bag's actually doing some solid work for being a bit under-leveled for what we're... Get out of here! Let it go! Let it go!
I've become stronger again.
Gunmaster 4 points! Good old climate change. Oh, Flame Boy. See? Climate change has made our snow worse. Used to be we'd get you know regular snowfall. Now we don't get regular snowfall. We get obscene amounts of snowfall followed by... Are you joking? That's cruel. That's cruel right there. Yeah, so like we'll get like a couple real gross snowfalls, then that'll be it now. Which kind of mission we're doing? The ones where we have to go and collect the grass. Christmas, you got some clothes. Always good. Always useful. Got some clothes, new ties. See, I'm always... How do you feel about your new ties, Conmaster? I'm always torn on new ties. Kuza Kiwami 1 and 2. Nice, very nice. Spider-Man. Spider-Man is so good. Shadow of Mordor. Okay. That was a good one. It's old now, but... And Far Cry 5. Very nice. Very nice. You can do it, Panic! Or not! It's not an exaggeration when I say that I've heard literally nothing but good things about the new Spider-Man movie. That makes me so excited for it. There we go. Spider-Man Shadow of Mordor. Man. I play that. Spider-Man, but with the Shadow of Mordor's, oh, what was it called? Their, whatever their orc system was called. Nemesis. Nemesis system. No Emissary from Hell Spider-Man, though. I mean, to be fair, it kind of looked like it was marketed as a kid's movie. Blizzard, 3 points. Now I say that knowing that apparently characters die in it, which is cool. And that, you know, cartoons don't necessarily mean that it's for children. But it seemed like it was marketed that way. And see, comments, you went with Spider-Man fighting orcs? But I'm just thinking, like, Spider-Man fighting villains, every once in a while a villain beats him, like, you know, happened to me every other time I play it. And then that guy coming back later to fight you again. Like the Nemesis system, the whole Nemesis system. Just in New York. Right, Copmaster, like, there's been a recent surge of cartoons here in the States that aren't actually designed for children. My statement was intended more to be about the fact that a cartoon does not necessarily mean that it's childish or only for kids. I don't know what Watership Down is, though. No idea what Grave of the Fireflies is. Rude. Of course I did.
Crap!
Boom! Hi, Bubbles! How's it going? Was about bunny murder? Ugh. That's sad. A very gory animation that makes panic uncomfortable. Yep, nope, I'm out. Boom! Oop. There it is. There we go. Yeah. Well, Conmaster, all you have to do is cheer using the charities. Hashtag charity, and you too could also have a snowflake. Well, this may kill you. That's fine.
Crap!
See, Con, I've had the same problem. I've had ads for like a month now.
Joker, there's a treasure chest. We can get more money.
Flame Boy, thank you for the 2 charity bits. Thank you for donating some money to Direct Relief using the hashtag charity.
I've become stronger again.
Ads for bits is pretty crappy. See, I have tried doing ads for bits on my work computer. I've tried doing it on my home computer. Tried doing it on Bubble's laptop. Flamboy, you have to go into your settings because you are the #1 cheerer on this channel right now. You'll have to go into your settings and change it so that that's what shows up. But I've tried home computer, work computer, Bubble's laptop, and then also on my phone. I can't get any ads. Conmaster, 4 points.
Joker, there's a treasure chest. We can get more money.
Bubbles, thank you for the 100 charity bits. One stamina. 2 constitution and spirit. We could really go for seeing Holly right about now. Didn't look like it was to me, but Flamboy, she's not trying to show you up. She's just trying to help you get down below being ranked. That way you'll get your snowflake without having to edit things. I think the problem is because we wasted more than a couple moves. Jeez. Alright. We use this. Like, for whatever reason, we're having the worst time trying to get through this one. It's like there's no Bubbles. It's the customizing. Do I get talismans for these missions? What do you mean talismans? The problem is I don't know where it is on mobile, but it's in your chat settings. You can set it so that you can alter your appearance. Like, it's the same place where you change the color of your name. Oh yeah, we've got him. Sorry, Disaster Talisman, yeah. We get one Disaster Talisman.
Joker, there's a treasure chest. We can get more money.
Gunmaster, thank you for the 4 charity bits. Enjoy your snowflake. Huh. Like, that's bad, but bye, Bubbles. Thanks for stopping by. Ah, dang. Oh, okay, good. Okay, the big GIF has 2 loops of it, and it fades out completely just before the GIF ends the second time. Okay, is that what Bubbles was thinking of then? Or what Bubbles was talking about? Problem is I didn't know how long to make it, so I just kind of set it and was like, I went to just the default settings on it, so I didn't pay enough attention. Good. Boy, I'm glad things like that don't. What the heck? Insufficient action gauge. There's not enough action gauge left to actually attack. Flame Boy, why you gotta be like that, Flame Boy? Why you gotta be like that? Be gone, Satan! Hello, Shamu. Didn't pay the rent this week, Sunamus from me. Dang, Crimson. It's not my fault. Need more bits. Oh. Dang it, if only we had Enhab here. If we had NHAB, then we'd be able to camp out. And recover HP that way. Yeah, there's not even a medic on the board. So that's problematic. Oop. Dang it. Okay, let's dance. Dance the devil in the pale moonlight. Oop, that was I accidentally opened my phone on my phone. Like 50 of them in general. No, so what happens is, what happens is that I opened my phone on my phone. You know, the dialing part of your phone, I accidentally opened that part on my phone. So the problem is that, like, you can buy the health items for multiplayer, but you take specific kits with you into story missions. There we go. Let's do this. Then here we go. So, yes, phones are. Yeah, basically. Why isn't your action bar full? So I think you never get a completely full action bar unless you pass on the first turn. Because, like, technically speaking, the reason we put points into the into vitality is to increase the refill rate of the action bar. Jeez! You're like, what? 20 levels lower than what the enemy is? What level are you? Are you level 19? Still, You're 14 levels lower. Panic enjoying her gavel. Eat this, Baku! Suck on this, Baku. Double attack! Activate! Get out of life, Ooze. Get out of life. I think we're gonna fail this mission. We are totally gonna fail this mission.
We're short on time, boss. It's now or never.
So 1, 2, yeah. What does max charge do? Max charge increases. Oh, frick! Not what I wanted.
We can't go any further. Let's find another way.
Distracted me, Crimson. How dare you? Max charge increases like the amount of attack and defense and everything and stats you have. For 3 battles. Yeah, attack, defense, magic defense by 10% for 3 battles.
What's this? Yeah! Yeah!
Well, it was nice knowing all of you. When I actually get 2 chests, you can do it. I know, right? I know. I know, Crimson, or Conmaster, I'm sorry. I know you needed that grass. Advice says if you defeat another mercenary squad during war. Alright, well. Give me the support skill Dire Straits. I don't know that I have it. We'll find out. First off, let's get Flamboy in here. And swap. That's a more balanced grouping. And let's see. Drop cure. Nope. Does not look like we have such things. Dire Straits increases your attack by 30, but decreases your HP to 10%. How about no? How about that sounds terrible? Oh goodness. What is that? I think it takes at least 3 units to be able to... 3 of the same type of unit in order to actually unlock all the different abilities. Trying to decide if I made that up or not. Yeah, basically Flamboy. First guy's like, hey, I think that guy's almost dead back there. What? Yeah, look, he's got like, I don't know, maybe like 10% of his HP. Instant dead. Which is, you know, probably to be fair, what should happen. If you trade all but 10% of your HP for just a 30% increase in attack. What would make more sense is if the ability was like, when you're reduced to 10%, your attack increases by 30%. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I know, the wiki isn't... The problem is there's just not enough people playing this game. There should be more people playing it. It's a good game. Granted, the way that scrolls and tomes are gotten in the game is absurd and painful. And actually, let's go see if we can get one. What's going on in the plaza? Castle wants to talk to us. Sweet. Passerby soldier. Order and prosperity. Justice. You know, justice demands retribution. And Earth. Our large growing region uses the water to grow crops that feed our nation. Empire is known as the Belt of Resinale. Like if it was on PC, I'm sure somebody could. But I think it's a PS4 and Vita exclusive. Okay, well, that's the thing that happened.
You cannot. So, this is your war record. I will let the Queen know.
Oh, good. Thank you.
I've been keeping this safe because I was told to give it to you. Please accept it.
Thank you. Superb amulet. Protection machine. Flare spring. Deadly blow. Skill fragment plus 8. That's solid.
It seems your report is finished. All war records are open to the public. If you want to see yours, pay us a visit.
See what the trading post has. If it's anything good. Nope, don't look at it. Okay. Try deadly blow. Nuisance act and hit weak spot. Fair enough. Let's see what you actually get. Oh, shoot. I thought there was another click through screen. Man. Try it again. This time with feeling. Plaza! But look, you're all fascinated by the battle too. Come, let us run to the battlefield together. Okay. Like before King Graham became king, he often acted irrationally. Like pretty much every day, he would go save his isolated comrades, like all by himself. And now he's at the helm of the entire nation. You never know what people will eventually become. Oh my gosh. The conversation went to an entirely different place than I expected it to, so I had to stick with that voice for the whole thing. And it was weird. Ah, warriors. Good of you to return. I'm happy to see you all again. Ah, eating M&Ms right now was the wrong choice. Ah. There we go. Sorry, part of the shell got stuck on the roof of my mouth, and that just felt really weird. I can see you become stronger since I last saw you. I'm sure you've survived many battles. I expect the gods will be most pleased with your report. So did you bring any items to offer at the altar? This time if you offer 3 weird tail feathers, you can get industrial spirit. No, we're good. Already had that thingamabob.
You can't see the king without a contract. You can view your war record.
Do we know this guy? Of course we do. Don't you recognize him? Jeez, it's so rude of you not to remember our friends. Ouch, I'm sorry, Crimson.
So, this is your war record? I'll let the king know.
I've been keeping this safe because I was told to give it to you. Please.
Crimson, maybe at some point I can actually get and use
It seems your report is false.
my hunter that I have, and we can find out if he's got these skills that you're seeking. Fail. The capital is Adric. Alright, let's see. More to war than attacking. There must be something we can gain from defending. If you also have something you wish to protect, why not fight with us? Vale will always welcome you. No, I don't remember what level my hunter is. And I plan to play Danganronpa. I actually thought about doing Danganronpa as the current YouTube series. And then obviously decided not to, but it's been on my list for a long time now. Vale's food storage can hardly be called abundant. It's because we're a nation of exiles and refugees. Still, the reason we've managed to come this far is due to the vast forest. Whether hunting or gathering, there are many food sources available in the forest. That is true. It is true. Well, it's you guys. Good of you to pay this old man a visit. You come to indulge my hobby. The item I'm interested in now is rotten tree switch. Hard to find around these parts, so I'd like to ask you for your help. Happen to find one on your journey, could you give it to me? Magic mech tree for it. Sounds worth, but they're not the land of rejects, Flameboy. They're the land of outcasts. How dare you? Don't be so rude.
You cannot see the Queen without a contract. You can view your war record,
Keep you safe from spoily Susans. That's the benefit of doing things the YouTube way, is the ability to remove have mods remove spoilers before there's even the chance of me seeing them, but
I will let the Queen know. I've been keeping this safe because I was told to give it to you. Please accept it.
like, how long was he holding on to that thick grilled pig? Because depending on how long he's had it, I don't know that I want it anymore.
It seems your report is all war.
Island of Misfit Toys. Oh, panic. Thick pig. Oh, now we know what Con Master's into. He's had it strapped to his back. Just walking around with this grilled pig. Like, man, I hope these guys show up a bit already. This thing's starting to stink. Prowler. Gosh, I hope we're trading with him. Believe honing our skills will bring peace to this world. Fight for Magion to usher in a bright future for the realm. You want the pig for bacon? No, 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 no. It's already been grilled. It's too late. Magic that brings rain to dry lands, an elixir that revives dead crops. King Julius has brought many miracles to this nation. For His Majesty, we will do anything. I'm sure you'll realize his brilliance soon enough. Go! Thanks, chatty man. Those mercenaries I saw before. Sorry I ask all the time. I have requests for it of you. Go look for 3 Stardust Stone for me. Luck. Congo Stone? Why would I do? Okay, that's fine. Uncle, why?
You cannot see the king without a contract. You can view your
You
war
can't see the king without a contract. I feel as though I can butt my nose in whenever I feel like it.
So, this is your war record. I will let the king know.
You do
I'm
that.
keeping this safe because I was told to give it to you. Please.
Bear trap. Holy drops. Max charge.
Seems you're
Huh.
all war records are open to the public. If you want to see yours, pay us a visit.
Oh boy. Alright. Whew. Okay. Alright, so now we've done all that, let's check the higher members real quick, and then we'll hop into next mission. Just in case there's anybody worthwhile over here. Ooh, a magic blacksmith! Perfect! Almost feels like a waste to pass up on anything with an A in anything, but yeah, we do. We get a lot of magic blacksmiths, which is just particularly galling. Magic Tech Vitality, Tech Pally, Medic, Witch, Arcanist, and Vitality. On a gunner of all people. The one least in need of Vitality. Alright. Let's go ahead and just... yeah, let's go ahead and just reroll. See if we can't find a...
Joker,
Oop!
there's a treasure chest. We can get more money.
Grimson, thank you for the 20 charity bits. Much appreciated. I'll go ahead and fix the notification since you said it need. Charity's amazing. I know, right? Resource recovery. Oh. Didn't think about that. forgot that I've got two-factor verification set up on my Twitch. Totally forgot about that. That's Con Master Tsushogi Mayo. Gosh, man, come on, where you been? You mean a what? Shogi Mayo. Okay, you said 2 seconds longer. There we go. Should be 2 seconds longer now. Yeah, so Kamaster Shogi's a friend of mine. We've rated his streams a couple times after finishing up mine.
Joker,
Oh!
there's a treasure chest. We can get more money.
Crimson, thank you for the 10 testing charity bets. That looked good to me. Don't know about to you, but that looked good to me. Ooh. But Japanese mayo, that's fair. He's a friend of mine. He's the president of our local Extra Life Guild. Why is that always surprising to you? Just the sound going off in my ear is what surprises me. Because I'll get distracted by something else and just won't be thinking about the fact that I could be interrupted at any moment. It's really what's happening. Also, and I hate that this is the case, but I'm tired already. Ooh, Wasteland. Boo! Somebody find me directions, but boo. Aw, thanks, Panic. I don't know if that's true or not, but thank you nevertheless. That spirit scroll. Okay, somebody find me a guide so we can do this thing. I don't stream lame games like that card thing. You mean Magic? Magic's fun. I don't mind Magic. I've streamed card games before. But I don't know. I'm not great at card games, and so I don't see people wanting to watch me do that. Tip of the backwards J. Boring for you to watch, but for people who car games are cool, but not good as car games on motorcycles. I mean, I can't argue there. Like, back in the day, I enjoyed watching Hearthstone. But the thing was, I enjoyed watching Hearthstone when I was watching, like, Total Biscuit do his Lord of the Gimmicks. Who just play gimmick decks. Or, Tavern Brawls. That were just 100%. Tavern Brawls where they've got, like, weird rules or whatever. Those things I find entertaining. See, but that's the thing. And so, part of my problem is, like, I'm not good at coming up with competitive decks. I'm good at coming up with, like, interesting strategies. Like, I came up with some pretty decent Yu-Gi-Oh! Strategies back in the day. I don't even know how that game works anymore. I had somebody try and tell me, like, all the things that have changed in it, and I was like...
We're short on time, boss.
I was like, okay, well, goodbye. I just can't comprehend how Yu-Gi-Oh! Works anymore. I think I'm getting too old.
What'd you find, boss?
But yeah, so, like, what I ended up doing is I ended up just making a lot of gimmicky decks and playing it that way. And just kind of accepting the fact, like, well, either we win or we lose. That's just how the cards fall. You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them. See, the problem is, I quit before pendulums, so I had somebody try to explain pendulums to me, and I'm like, I'm out. I can't do this anymore. I quit around the same time that it got put on motorcycles. That's about the same time I quit. Come on, so pendulums are those things that go back and forth. Unglued, unhinged, or unstable. I know what that means. Yeah, I'm like, I figured out synchro summons from watching Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Since, like, they always do, like, certain parts of the game right on the show. But I kind of preferred when we were in that golden age of fusion during Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, where everything was just fusion monsters, and that was the best part. The uncensored, the gimmick joke fun cards, perfect. That's what I want. That's right. XYZ Dragon Cannon, baby. ABC XYZ Dragon Cannon, boom. That's funny, Crimson. Alright, let's see if there's anybody worthwhile here. Yeah, no comments. So XYZ was pretty simple. It was basically fusions that just required you to have all the component monsters on the field, and you didn't need a polymerization. Like, the cards told you on them exactly how to play them. They were pretty synchro and pretty simple. Gunner's not great. Terror Chaos can fight pieces, throw the pieces into from a distance of at least 5 feet. Destroy each permit that piece touches, remove the pieces from the game. Whoa! Destroy your card. Jeez. Having Weevil say goodbye to Exodia gave me enough anxiety. Having to rip up my own card, I'm out. Nope. To be fully transparent, for a little bit when I got home and was eating, as I was eating dinner, I was playing some Magic the Gathering on Magic the Gathering and Magic Arena. So huh? That one's beautiful. Oop! No! Not even good. Yeah. Yeah. 4Ds. Three C's, but one of them's in Magic. Being Vitality doesn't seem all that useful. It's not very good. Real Hero Absolute Zero. Destroy all your opponent's monsters. Mask Change to summon Mask Hero Acid. What? What do you mean Mask Change? What does that even mean? Those aren't words. That wasn't a thing. Dang it. Denim. Huh. Fanboy, part of me is tempted to Google. But the other part of me just believes you. And doesn't think it's worth the time to Google. But just know that I am intrigued. Huh. Information indicates that Marine reports will pass through this area soon. I like how it's like all remaining targets, and it's like, well, okay, 6 of them. Mesa chicken, Mesa chicken, white wine. Flap your arms, click like chicken. Huh. Yeah, that sounds like it's worth it.
My bad.
Eat this! Bottom of my mind enters the battlefield. Each player puts their library into their hand. If you have no maximum hand size, don't lose the game for drawing from an empty library. Only one spell each turn. Ooh. Wow. So I was playing. I was playing a game when I had to teach how to play this card-based RPG. And it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It had some kinks that I wasn't a huge fan of. But on the whole, it was pretty decent. And the creator of the game was there, and I was working for Upper Deck to preview the game, and so the game wasn't drawing a huge crowd, so they were like, hey, if you want, what you can do is you can we'll let you guys put together a deck and you can play against the creator of the game. I was like, oh, that sounds cool. And so one of the coworkers was like building a deck, and I was just like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. But I'll watch. I'll be fine. So I watch as he gets just brutally obliterated. His deck was hot garbage. But I got to watch how the other guy played it. So your bottle hit the barrel and the barrel exploded. But your bottle caused it, so you know.
I could do anything.
I can do anything. Coo-coo-coo-doo-coo-doo. Counts for 4 points. Check your vitality. The problem was that, like, we had been previewing the game using starter decks, which went up to
Target dispelled.
I
Let's
guess
take out another one.
level 5 maybe, and like the cards went up to level 20. So like we were woefully ill prepared. And so after I watched the coworker get murdered, I was like, you know what, I'll take his deck, I'll give it a try. Or no, I take that back. Another guy came over to us that was also working there and was like, hey, I want to learn how to play this game so that I could try and fight this guy. I was like, okay, cool. So we showed him how to play it. They let us open up packs and stuff so we could build a deck for the occasion. And so, you know, they did. And lo and behold, the guy we had just showed how to play the game, his deck wasn't bad. It was actually pretty decent, but he played the deck like a moron. Like, he clearly didn't fully grasp the combos that he had created. And so I was like, okay, I'll use his deck. He had to get back to work, and I was like, I'll use his deck. And so I was doing pretty good. And then I realized that the guy had put into his deck, one, he had an invalid deck because he'd put in a couple cards that he couldn't. By the way that the rules worked, like he couldn't have. I'm trying to think exactly what it was. I don't remember if it was a weapon that he couldn't have in there or what it was. Oh, like, yeah, like, I'm not saying, like, I'm a god when it comes to playing card games. I'm terrible. But, like, these were gross misunderstandings of how the game worked type things. And when you're playing against the creator of the game, that's not gonna fly. Oh, it says hug. I read thug and was like, alright, fine, Panic, jeez. So I started playing a deck, and like I said, I realized that his deck had an invalid card in it. And I was like, you can't play this. And so the creator looked at me and was like, well, if you want, you can just play with my other deck. And I was like, okay. So I take it, and the game was played kind of like a tabletop RPG, but with cards. And so part of that meant that damage was dealt. To hit your opponent, you declared an attack, but then you'd have to hit them. You'd have to roll a d20 to see if you hit. Things like that. Things of that nature. Which I thought was a really interesting concept. But so I was like, okay. And I take his deck, and I murdered him. Not because I was better, but because he was drawing garbage. Like, he could not get anything good. It was his own built deck. But he couldn't get anything good, and I was drawing God Hand after God Hand. It was like an anime. I had every answer to every card he played. It was absurd.
See? I'm so awesome!
But like, part of it was you had to, at the beginning of each, that's what it was. At the beginning of each turn, you had to roll, if you were going to play a card, you had to roll to generate mana. And so, like, you would roll a d20 to generate mana. You could roll the d20 and get a 1, and you wouldn't be able to summon anything. And you couldn't store mana. Every turn, if you wanted to play a card, you had to decide to play a card and then roll for mana. And so he just kept getting terrible roll after terrible roll. He couldn't get anything on the board. So I just brutally murdered him. This is a bad mechanic, honestly. So the problem is that, like, it's an interesting thought. Flameboy, you've got 3 points. I kind of liked it, but the problem is that I liked it when you got to higher levels of play than the early game. The early game, that made it miserable. When you were early levels in the game, it made it terrible. But later on, the game was super solid as a result. Like, you could see the enjoyment. And like, there were ways to let yourself store up mana, all that. Crimson, you've got 3 points. But so I was like, okay, we'll do a do-over, because that took like 5 minutes. It's like, okay, we'll do a do-over. He's like, okay. And he's rolling garbage again. Just absolute garbage. And like, we're 3 turns in or something. I've had beautiful pulls all over again. And I'm like, okay. And finally he rolls, and he's got enough. He gets a really good mana roll. And he throws down, I forget what it was called, but the card text said, at the beginning of your next turn, all cards played are returned to the deck, and the game restarts. This card is exiled. And so he literally had a card in his deck that let him reset the entire game.
Objective complete. What's next?
He had 2 copies of it, I think. It almost didn't matter. He was having such a bad time against me, it almost didn't matter that he completely had reset the board. So yeah, just wanted to share that story of the time that I obliterated the creator of a game at his own game. I think there's a similar card in your game. Is there? It's time! It is time! Here comes a no, I understand what you're saying. Like, that's... It's the issue of, like, of how you would play something like this kind of game. Because... It's like I was talking to somebody else, because it was the issue of people who play competitive card games try to mitigate RNG as much as possible. Card games have an inherent RNG, there's nothing you can do about it. But we all try to mitigate that RNG as much as possible in just by virtue of how we play the game. Like, we try to make sure, like, okay, well, you know, we'll put these cards in there so that we can get more card draw to try and draw a better hand. We'll put these kind of cards in there for this effect, or these kind of cards for this effect. And the problem is that a tabletop RPG, people have different expectations for that. People have, you know, the fact that your dice are going to murder you is just part of a tabletop RPG. It's part of what you expect in that experience. And so the problem was, it was trying to put these two worlds together, and it doesn't work quite like that. Because people who enjoy competitive card games don't want to deal with that. People who enjoy competitive card games want to be able to say, okay, there are some gimmicky cards, sure, but I don't have to play with those. I can play with the ones that are more definitive, that are more, or that are less RNG. And tabletop RPG players will be like, you know what, that's fine. So the dice killed me this time. That's fine. And yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's also people who enjoy tabletop RPGs but don't want to deal with the highs and lows caused by a D20. I disagree with that, though, but I think that's part of the issue of, like, people wanting to play a game but wanting to feel like they're still great at everything. Jeez, that Planeswalker ability is super broken. I just read it, sorry. Panic, 3 points. But like, I think part of the thing with D&D, at least for me anyway, is the fact that, like, or any other tabletop RPG, is part of the joy of those games is the playing and the trying to roll with it when things go terrible. And so, for me, the attempt to mitigate the extremes that a D20 can cause, I'm like, no. I want my moronic barbarian to every once in a while try roll investigation, have some kind of weird epiphany that doesn't make sense for his character at all. But the gods decided that's what was going to happen. And dang it, he's gonna get it. But I also understand that's just me, so...
How'd you find that thing hiding in the shadows?
See, and I don't know if that I don't want to change the frequency with it at all, because as it stands, critical failures are 1 out of 20, without not counting any abilities that augment it in any way. Critical failures are 1 out of 20, and critical successes are 1 out of 20. Like, oh, that was great. But I say all that to also say, I see the value in what your friend was trying to do. Dang it. Just ran to the back of the room. But yeah, no, I hope he was happy with what he came up with, but that's the other thing. It's like it becomes the issue of like, it's like, okay, you've got a great idea here, but is it fun to play? No. And your idea doesn't work. Too many Cook songs? Can't not say that I'm familiar, Panic. But sounds right. And see, that's just impractical. Like, we were having a hard enough time when we started our RPG with the fact that because we had never played an RPG before, we each had a set of RPG dice. One set. And so when I had to roll a couple D6s, I was like, can I borrow one? G-Force so they don't roll. I mean, you're not wrong. Boy, I wish this didn't require an ability, but we use a D30 or a D100. No, but they sound amazing. I've seen a D100. Maybe I rolled one. I haven't rolled a D30 though. I know that. I may have rolled a D100 at either Gen Con or PAX Unplugged last year, but But yeah, no, so that... D10 that was transparent had another D10 inside of it. That's interesting. All I have to say that the RPG card game that I played ended up actually being really good. It was actually a very solid game. It didn't feel like it at first, but it really was. It was a perfectly solid game. But it was the issue that the game didn't work. As a person who was a fan of card games, it didn't work how I wanted my card game to work. And so that was just an issue in their selling. Because like, I even had to start telling the other guys that were helping to sell it, I was like, we have to stop calling it this. We have to stop calling it a, what was it? It was... Like, we have to stop calling it a card game with RPG mechanics. It's not. It's a RPG with card game mechanics is what it is. And we started selling it like it was an RPG. And all of a sudden, we could see people changing how they felt about all the problems with it. Because people were like, okay, of course dice are gonna kill you. That's what they do in RPGs. And so people weren't angry about it anymore. Whereas before, people were angry. And you know what? I understood. I had been angry too. Die, box. You don't belong in this world. Yes, like your perception of things makes a huge difference. Also, branding is important. And knowing what you want the point of your game to be is important. Yeah, suck it. Flamboy for the murder.
I could do anything.
Godmaster 4 points. Yeah, I don't know that either one was the definitive of the genre. But the problem was that, like I said, tabletop RPGs focus a lot more on RNG, whereas TCGs and CCGs focus on mitigating RNG as much as possible. And so for that reason, I decided to go with it being predominantly a tabletop RPG. Like, literally started telling people, like, I started asking people who came up, like, do you enjoy tabletop RPGs? Yes? Think of this as a tabletop RPG with card game mechanics. The dice, just like in a tabletop RPG, either the dice will save you or the dice will murder you. And then people weren't worried about mana. They were like, ah, frick. Well, guess I can't draw my sword. It's a bad example, because weapons didn't count for the summonings.
Holy! Yay! Holy!
Now I'm trying to remember what that game was called. I meant to get a copy of it, and then I didn't. Because I want to get, I want to have our GM play it and see how he felt about it. He's gonna get a couple copies of it. But now I can't remember the name of it. Bubbles got a playmat for it, though. Because the art was solid. Oh, it was a guard band. Well, fart knockers. Super tabletop RPG. I'd play that. I'm not gonna lie. I would 100% play that game. And it would be hilarious. The fact that he didn't just murder his own person astounds me greatly. Coming on the most minor things. Actually, speaking of crits coming in on the most minor of things, I was talking to a friend of mine from law school that I ran into at one of my CLEs. You know, he was like, "Oh, you know what's been up? Like, we haven't seen each other for 2 years now. And what's been going on, stuff like that." Told him Bubbles and I were getting engaged, we get married, and then told him like we'd just start a Pathfinder RPG, and you know we started talking about that because he's also a DM, and so started talking about things, and my current character is a pervy cleric. Oh, I thought we had one more to do. Huh. Okay. And so I made comment because, like, I told the GM that ahead of time. And so the first person that showed up, like the first quest giver we got, was an older woman, and I looked at him and I'm like, well, how attractive is she? And the two other one other player just started laughing. Bubbles just face palmed, and the GM was like, she was clearly looked better in her younger years, but she still looks real good for her age. I'm like, sold. And so I told that to my friend that I saw at the CLE, and he was like, every time I introduce any character in the game, my players ask, how hot are they? And so every time they do, I roll the percentages. And almost every single time, and he's like, and I don't know why, but for some reason, the Dice Gods have decided that this country is smoking hot. He's like, we were out in the middle of nowhere once. There was like this count person. Everybody, you got a level. Start with you, Panic. He's like, every. You know, we were walking through this countryside, ran into this count. He had no bearing on anything. He was not important at all. He was just, I was using him to fill the space. And they're like, well, how hot is he? And I rolled, and it was 95. It was 95%. He's like, well, apparently this guy who wasn't supposed to be important at all is now Silver Fox. So, there you go. Shrink 1 attack, 1 vitality.
Did you expect any less?
Flame Boy, 3 points. There's few people in this country that end up with the sub 20 rolls. Poor guy. That's just where you hope for someone to be like, okay, those 2 people, how hot are they? Like, one's a 97 and the other one's like a 3. I'm like, who are you 2? And like, well, we're husband and wife. And you're like, what? An originally unimportant character NPC just becoming guest son. That sounds beautiful. Good morning. Where was it? When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get strong. No, large. Now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs, so I'm roughly the size of a barge. That was it. You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody. Only if he does it wrong is that there's something else there. Flame Boy! Flame Boy! Where'd you go? Disney Karaoke Stream. Yeah, that wouldn't get me flagged real quick. So I always heard it as barn also Crimson, but it's definitely barge because he rhymes it with large. Like sometimes that's what you have to do in songs, is just pair it with the other word to realize which one's which. Who? Glad they checked with me. Oh shoot, I need to check with my... Oh crap, I need to check with a bunch of places to make sure that I've updated my information. Flamboy's gone. How dare he? Yeah, a barge is just like a freight boat. Think of the thing that like shipping containers get shipped on. What was he doing here? Let's give him 1 in strength, 1 in tech, and 1 in vitality. Long run. Oh, that sounds good.
Who's my next prey?
Who's my next prey? Crimson, 3 points. Where do you want him? Not vitality. It's literally impossible. Some size strength now. I mean, it's up to you. You could just go for ultimate glass cannon and keep doing strength with the amount of times that you're able to hit plus the amount of damage you can do on each hit. But it's up to you. Full strength for every level till 99. Sounds like a bad idea.
I could do anything.
Gun Master 4 points. Two agility, two strength. So I guess Flamboy just got tired of our card game conversation. Flint, you old drunkard. See what we got, shall we? Baku Baku, yeah, yeah, yeah. C and Tech for the Rogue. Strength, Vitality, and Agility. That's actually not bad at all for Pally. It's actually kind of pretty good. A C and Strength for a Hunter. That's pretty solid. The E's and D's and F aren't great though. The second C's and Spirit, but okay. Archer with C and Strength, but an F in Vitality. Get out of here. Hunter with a D in Strength and E in Vitality. Nope. B in Constitution, C in Strength. That's actually pretty solid. A C in Strength, a C in Stamina, and a B in Constitution. That's actually pretty solid. That's a pretty solid noble right there. Out on the front lines, extra HP and defense while doing decent damage. That's pretty good. And she has Earthquake. But we have no one here to take the noble. So goodbye, fair maiden. Let's see. No, we'll go ahead and leave Flamboy in case he returns. Just in case there's a connection issue. Okay. Part of me was like, should I be concerned?
Let's focus on defense and not...
What's this?
Remove. Huh. If thou withholds charity from the divine, the prayer shall go undelivered. The divine will not reach the impious. Blessed are the penitent, because the divine will be theirs. That was my bad. I wasn't paying attention to where I was going. Thought there was a chest down there, not a healing lady. That's true. If we ever find a natural S rank, that's what I'll do. Should really do that for the characters that we don't have anybody of. Like, we don't have a dragon mage because I've said we can't, but we don't have a noble. There we go. Yeah, no one's taking a noble, I don't think. Lightsaber texts to meet up at China Garden. Look, I'm always down for some China Garden, but living in Ohio, it's a little challenging. Not Olive Garden, because China Garden. Peg is referencing a restaurant in downtown Houston, Texas. That is my 100% favorite place to eat. So that's why. Because that's why I brought it up. I just want to leave the state. Just leave the state. The water's warm. Well, it's cold right now. Well, I'm not in water right now, so what do I know? Ooh. Ta-da! Oh, goodness. I'm like, we're gonna try and stay out of their range. Well, by range, I mean just out of the area where everything's gonna go kaboom. I might be able to. Why? What field skill are you wanting? Okay. Works, I guess. It's really hard to shoot over Panic's head. That's why Panic gets the kill. Huh. Alright. Just Kaboom is Earth chatting Kaboom. I don't know what you're talking about. Where do we meet in Missouri? What does Missouri have? Alright, so let's...
What's this? Yeah! What's this?
do this. Crimson, you're in Kentucky? That's not bad. Doesn't Kentucky have a Six Flags? It used to, I thought. Oh, we can't remove it. Shoot. Caution, I guess. I plan on being able to remove it. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Wait a minute, where is, nope, that's Ohio. I got nothing. It's called Kentucky Kingdom. All right. Should be able to grab this and then still make it.
What's this? What's this?
Submarine tower power. Don't remember if it does or not.
We can't go through, then we'll go around.
Jeez. All right. Raid spinning swing rides. There we go. Intercept. Jeez. Sorry, I'm tired. Just keep zoning out. Boom! Get out of here. Ow. Goodbye. Sucker. Thunder Run? Not even sure what amusement park you're referring to at this point.
I could do anything.
Go, Master, 4 points. Two tech, two spirit. You got it. Spirit tech, yep. Okay, so this is where we use our counterclocks. we go. Good. Convenient. Glad I could reach him within 3. I hated to use another one for one dude. One dude and his 4 friends, 2 of which are botanical friends, obviously, is what I was saying. If you would have let me finish. Kentucky Kingdom. Oh, I didn't realize that was actually its name. Didn't realize that was its actual name. Guard! Alright. Behold! Total carnage. Alright. Nevada has a clown hotel? Nope, I'm out. Bye. Peace. What's the name? Kentucky Kingdom. Hurricane Bay. Well, that's fun. Didn't even realize that was there. Okay. Here we go. Okay, just don't go digging up any bodies, alright? Feel the need to advise you that that is not a good idea. Alright, sorry. Oh, goodness. Oh. And then I'll do something if they step foot on my property. Oh dear goodness. And then, oop.
What's this? Yeah!
That. Good New Mexico, Nevada. Oops. Didn't mean to actually move. At least just as well. Okay, let's get these last couple. Yeah, let's get these last couple fights done. Then it's at night. So Dual Life still retains some level of consciousness. Oops, shoot. Okay, so we're just gonna guard with that from now on. And a pop shot. That figures. And we're still standing. There you go. Suck it. And will it find anyone? Hey, kill the last one. Sweet. Sounds perfect. Sounds perfect. Let's go down to the Ozal spawn. Meet there later tonight. Panic, 3 points. can dance till it lights. Find the prettiest girl, give her a whirl, right down to the All-Stars ballroom. Come on, follow me. Two strength, one tech. Okay. There you go, Panic. Enjoy your strength and tech. Strength and tech and strength.
What's this?
Oop. And it's the final showdown. Of Bach as a character. I don't know what you're saying, Crimson. Don't know what you're saying. There we go. Beautiful. Chopped salad. Bring the pain as long as you also bring the heals. Oh. Bach from Wicked. Duh. I thought it was an interesting concept, an interesting way to... Jeez. Interesting way to create the character. I don't know how... Thing is, they clearly made him extremely, kind of flat as a character. There wasn't a lot going on. If a train carrying Panic leaves the station in Texas going 12 miles per hour, how long will it take it to arrive back in Texas after stopping in New Mexico, Nevada, Utah, and Colorado?
See? I'm so awesome!
Flame is gone, so do what we did last time. Say or the edge. Nope, that's all the options you get. It's the whole problem. Crimson, 3 points. That was the whole world problem. Good. Psh, if only that was the world problem. Whole word problem right there. Hoy.
I can do anything.
Come on, Master, 4 points. Also, Panic, you are crushing it in these stupid apps. Tell you what. Great, now that I've downloaded these stupid casino slots games, I'm like, well, I hate these completely. Yeah, you're giving me a ton of coins just from all your playing nonsense. Give me a second, I'll check. Oh, let's see here. Let's see. The problem was for every single one of the ones that you've done today, it's given as a different number, like as an individual number. You've gotten a crap ton. Two, 23, 24. I've got 25 different notifications here of you giving at least 300 M coins. So yeah, you've been crushing it. That's what 300, 3,000, 6,000. 7,500 at least. Yeah, I think I'm familiar with that one, Crimson. I think I'm familiar with that question. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's going to do it for this evening. Thank you all so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow is more Spyro! Spyro! Which is... Yep, I made it to midnight. Somehow? Pretty sure I slept part of the way to here, though. So I apologize for that, guys. It's been a busy bit. And also tomorrow is the last day for charity bits. So just keep that in mind. Thank you all so much for watching this. As always, greatly appreciated. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this stream is adjourned. Good night, everybody.